Well, hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, March 31st, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. I cannot believe that it's the end of March already, and tomorrow's April. This year is flying by. Flying by. I just can't believe how fast it's going. But at least it's spring. We had a beautiful day today. It was 77, sunny and breezy and just absolutely gorgeous. So I really wanted to be outside enjoying it, but I had to come up with a video and I had to take my mother to the hair salon too. So um, that was my day today. And it was kind of funny. She's always fun to be around, and she was so excited to get her hair cut. And if any of you guys saw my Facebook post, I said, "Well, I want to get a before picture and an after picture, okay?" And she's like, she goes, "Don't take a picture of me." And I said, "Come on, let me take a picture." And I said, "Just make some funny faces." So she starts making all these faces, and I'm click, 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 like a photo shoot. And and then I showed her the pictures, and we just sat and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. And she's like, "You're gonna delete those, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna delete them." No. So I told her I made a video of them and put it on Facebook. She's like, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yes, I did." But it's funny. So she's just making faces on there. So it was funny. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day so far. And I think that's all the news I've got. Let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Marva. Hey, Christine. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Regina. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Myra. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Marie. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Lou. Hey, Therese. Hey, Regina. Hold on. My little ball is spinning in a circle. I can't go anywhere. I tell you, my computer was so slow. It took me like 15 minutes just to get the video to YouTube and set it up. It was just spinning and spinning in a circle. Let me see, where did I stop? Um, hey Marva. I think I already said Marva. Hey Sharon. Hey Bina. Hey Diane. Diana. Hey Sherry. Hey Karen. I'm trying not to say names twice because some of you guys are on here like 10 times. Hey Heather. Hey Hilda. Hey Colleen. Hey Linda. Hey Patricia. Hey Tracy. All right, I'm going to stop there. But hello to everybody else that I missed. Hey, Susanna, Vicky, and Leslie, and Judy. Hey, Joan. Okay, I just said one more group. Okay. All right. So let me show you some happy mail that I got. I finally got some happy mail. And some of you guys sent some to my mother too. So thank you for that. She always loves getting happy mail. So this one is from Twyla. I actually got two from Twyla. One is an Easter card that's absolutely beautiful. I love how she did that. And I think it's just two strips of white, like a quarter of an inch, just made into the cross over top of some silver or gold. I can't tell. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of a cross between silver and gold, but it's really pretty. So love that. We got Easter coming up this weekend. That came up fast. All right, this is another one from Twyla. And using the same paper, my favorite paper. Love it. And I just got this today, so I didn't even copy it. But it's a beautiful card. Love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then I got one from Tony. And this is with the new paper pumpkin kit with the hummingbirds in it. I haven't done mine yet, but it's sitting there waiting for me. Love that. This one is from Lorena Snyder. And this is using that technique I showed you guys the other day from my friend Colleen. Isn't that cute? I'm not sure what paper that is. Um, Could be new paper, could be old paper. I don't remember it though. Or maybe it's just not Stampin' Up! Paper. I don't know. But I don't recognize it. But it's very cute. I love it. Love it. Have of you guys tried this technique that I showed you guys last week? Love it. And then I got one from Loretta Pearson. This is also an Easter card. Cute. And I think this is a kit too. I'm not positive, but I think it is. Love it. And this one is from Sue Fralier or Fralier. I'm not exactly sure. Another one with this paper. This is really, really pretty paper. So this is one of those fun fold cross cards. And actually, my next video on Thursday, I'm going to be doing a cross card. It's not this kind, but it's a different kind of fun fold cross card. So I was going to do it today, but today is the card kit. So this is actually the next card kit. And so I didn't want to do the cross card for a card kit because Easter's going to be Sunday. So that would be too late to have it as a kit. But I love this. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So it's just a fun fold. You just got to score it here to make that cross pop up. But so pretty. Love it. And then it just folds flat like that. Cute, cute. Okay, so the only stamp set you need is this one, but let me tell you what happened. So I got this stamp set out because I was looking for one to match the paper because, you know, we don't have the lavender card, or lavender stamp set anymore. So I was like, I need a leafy stamp to go with that paper right there. So I said, oh, I use this one. So I go pull it out and this stamp is not in here. And I'm like, great. So I go through all my buckets trying to find it. I don't know where it is. I've stuck it somewhere and I can't find it. So I was like, okay, I know there's another one in another set. I go pick up that one. I can't even remember which one it is, but it's a bigger one. I think it's I can't remember. It's a new one. But anyway, that one was not in there either. I'm like, what the heck? What did I do with it? So I picked this one. This is from Textured Notes, which was on the last chance list. And now all of a sudden it's gone. The dies are still there, but I guess it's sold out. So this is from Textured Notes, but it's very similar to this one. So if you have Greenery Lane, or any leafy little stamp. That's the only thing you need. And then the words are from here too. So not too much stamping. Pretty easy. This is a really easy card. And it's also a great way to use your scraps, which I have a whole ton for this pack of paper. I mean, I have got a giant thing of scraps. So the biggest one we're using is this one, which is 2 inches. This is 1 and I think 1.5. Hold on, where's my, oh, here it is. This one is 1.5, yep. And this one is 1.25. Nope, this one's 1.5 too. All right, these are both 1.5, and this one is 2 inches. So there you go. So this is great for getting rid of those scraps. So what I did was I dumped them out, and I just picked 3 that kind of went together, these 3, and then I was gonna use the one that's just like kind of a, I didn't bring it with me. It's just like blue, kind of watercolory blue, but it really didn't match this paper. So I just decided to use a piece of Pretty Peacock back there. So, but you can pick any of them in there, front and back. They all kind of go together. So just use 3 or 4 pieces and, you know, 1.5 to 2 inches. Layer them all in there and there's your card. Beautiful. Super easy. Nature Symphony, that's the one I was trying to think about. So Nature Symphony has one like this, but it's bigger. So you could use any of those. So, oh, Cynthia Stitches and Stamps says her paper pumpkin didn't come due to credit card security issue. Now she can only watch for extras. What, there wasn't any extras on the website? Because they're released, I think, on the 21st. Um, So hopefully they should be on the website already. And then you can get one. Okay, so let me show you which we need. Oh, and one thing here. Today's the last day to get this card kit. So if any of you guys really want this card kit, today's the last day to get it. Of course, I will cut a couple extras. And I've got a couple extras of the last one too I need to bring in here. So that will be coming up soon. So if you have ordered $100 or more in the past 2 weeks, tomorrow I'll probably, well, no, tomorrow I'll probably be sitting outside and working in the yard, but Thursday it's supposed to rain. So I'll start working on the kits Thursday. All right. So here's what you need. We have a lot of pieces. So it's 5.5 by 8.5 crumb cake for the base. And we're doing 3 cards because we need to do the whole kit. And then you need, oops, 5.25 by 4 white for the inside. And this is what I did on the inside. I just stamped that same leaf for the inside. And then 5.25 by 4 Lost Lagoon. And then we've got all these little pieces. So this one is 5 by 1.5. So the paper is Perennial Lavender. And I didn't write that on the rest of them because I used little post-it notes. So I put PL DSP. That's Perennial Lavender. So the peacock piece is 1.25 by 5. This piece right here is 3.75 by 2. And then this piece is 4.25 by 1.75. And this piece right here is 4 by 1.5. So hopefully you can see all of that and get a screenshot of it. And then we'll get started. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Gloria. Only refills left on the hummingbird. Oh, bummer. I got one, but I think I'm going to use mine. That was a good one too, because it had 2 stamp sets. You got a bonus stamp set. So that's cool. Yeah, usually around the 21st of every month, they'll release the refills of the kits and the other stuff. So always check it's usually about 10 days after they ship them. All right, so let me take all these off. And somebody suggested I write with a marker. So I used a marker for my numbers so you could see them better. So I can't remember who asked for that, but I did. So hopefully you can read them pretty good. Okay, here we go. So we don't really, well, we're going to stamp this first. These we're not doing anything but gluing down. All right, so we just have to stamp our leaves on here. So for this one, we're just going to use Lost Lagoon ink, and my pad's a little on the dry side. So that's all right. It's got enough ink. So we're just going to stamp it right in the middle and then do a couple to the side. So you can just barely see that, but it's still pretty. You can do it just once if you want to. I love this stamp too. This whole set was one of my favorites. Loved it. Okay, so there's the inside. And then on the front piece, we're just going to do the right edge. So I just need really just the top and the bottom because this is going to be covered. So I'm going to do one at the top and one at the bottom because that middle part you won't see. Do any of you guys watch Doc? I know I've talked about this show before, but oh my gosh, I just watched the last few episodes. It is the best show. I love it. Now I'm waiting for the next episodes. Okay, so then, oh, one more thing. So you also need, I forgot to tell you, this punch. And I think this punch is staying, but I'm not positive. It's to the point label punch. 164. I can't tell what that says. 568, I think. I'm kind of smeared. But I love this punch. It's one of my favorite ones. So we're just gonna punch out 3 of these. And I already did 2. So there's that. And then we're gonna stamp our words in Pretty Peacock. So we're just gonna stamp that. And this is one of my awful pads. Look how icky that looks. I think this is kind of dry too, but I need to re-ink all my pads. Oh, it's not too bad. Hi, Connie. Hi, Hilda. It comes on tonight. Oh, it's so good. It's a good show. I watched a movie yesterday. It was called Mercy. Have any of you guys see it? I think it's like number one on oh, I'm gonna sponge this too. I'm gonna stamp the leaf on there and Lost the Goon again and stamp it off so it's real light. Um, this movie was on Amazon, I think, and it's kind of like a futuristic movie, maybe like supposed to be in about 10 years or so. And so I guess they get rid of the court system and they have an AI judge. So you don't have a judge and jury if you get accused of something and you're guilty until proven innocent. Oops, I need to sponge these too. So it was pretty good though. Not your typical movie that I would watch because normally I don't like movies like that, but it was actually pretty good. All right, we're going to take this Pretty Peacock and we're going to sponge around the edges of this. And that just gives it a really pretty look. And this is basic beige too. I used white first and I don't know, it was just too white. So I wanted a little bit off white that matched more like this color here, but it's not, this is not really crumb cake, but it's not really beige, but it's something. Oops, I forgot to do it off right there. Got a little bit too dark. So while my mother was getting her hair cut, I was just sitting there waiting in the little waiting area by the front door. And this lady walks in and she was older lady. Like every single person that came in was old, I'd say 80 or older. And I don't know if it was like senior citizen day or something, but anyway, this lady walked in and the lady she was gonna wait for had a customer still. So we just started talking, and she was like the sweetest lady. And she was talking about her husband had just gotten out of the hospital. So she was taking care of him because their insurance, she had Medicare and Blue Cross Federal. Their insurance doesn't cover home health. And so he needed help, like, taking a shower and stuff. She said, so I've been trying to help him take a shower. She said, but my husband's a kind of a bigger guy. And she said, she's 87 and he's 92. And so she's trying to help him take, and she was really kind of a young 87. I mean, she was way more, younger than my mother acts, but um I'm like, you're kidding me. I said, you're giving your husband a shower and he's 92 and you're 87. And I said, you need to get some help. I said, because you're gonna end up hurting yourself. I said, then who's gonna take care of y'all if you're helping him? And then, I said, both of you guys are gonna be in trouble. But she was really sweet. And then after my mother finishes, she comes out, she goes, who was that lady you were talking to? I said, I don't know. She was just somebody getting her hair cut. She goes, oh, she goes, I thought you knew her because you guys were just like laughing and carrying on and like we're old friends. I said, well, I said, I just talked to everybody. Most of the time when you go somewhere now, people are just sitting on their cell phones. They don't even like acknowledge your presence. So I try not to do that when I'm sitting there. I always try to talk to people. Okay, I'm gonna stick this on the inside. So when we were leaving, I asked her, I said, do you want to go pick up some lunch or something? Because it was like a little after 11. I said, I know it's kind of early. She goes, well, she goes, I don't really want lunch. She goes, but I would love some custard. I said, I said, we are not getting custard before lunch. And she goes, well, how about next time you come? Can you bring me some? I said, okay. That custard place is really good though, but it's not on my diet. And I'd have a hard time sitting there watching her eat it without eating it myself. I'm getting ready to start. I think I'm going to do a 5-day fast coming up soon. I'm just trying to get rid of the food I have in my refrigerator before it goes bad. And then I'm going to do it. So maybe like by the end of the week. Have any of you guys ever done a 5-day fast? Culvers. We don't have Culvers here, but I wish we did because I've seen a lot of people do these food things, like burgers and stuff, and they look so good. And I said, man, I wish we had Culvers here. But this custard place here is like just a local. That's the only location there is, and it's been there for like 50 years. Oh, Isaac. I didn't see Isaac when I was there today. So I did take him a little bag of goodies though, and I told my mother to give them to him. But he was not out in the foyer like usual. I don't know what he was doing. I think Culver's is more like West Coast, isn't it? Or maybe it's northern. I don't know, but we don't have any. I don't know of any in Virginia. But it does look like it's really, really good. Because I watch a couple people that do these food things, and they always are like comparing, like Five Guys and Culver's and different ones. All right, so the next one is this pretty peacock piece, and we're just gonna kind of stick that over a little bit, maybe like I don't know, a quarter, not even a quarter of an inch, between an eighth and a quarter of an inch. That's just gonna go right there. Oh, Cynthia, you're new to Virginia. Where in Virginia do you live? What city do you live in? I think we're slow getting stuff here. I don't know. And usually, if a new thing comes here, it always goes to Virginia Beach. And then Chesapeake is like the last one to get it. I don't know why. We just got our first Publix last year. Okay. Oh, Lynchburg. That's not too far. That's maybe like 3 hours from me. All right. So then we're going to do our checkered piece or plaid or whatever you gingham. I don't know what you call this. And this is going to go across. So just kind of right in the middle. And I just kind of center it there. Love this paper. I really wish they wouldn't discontinue it, but I feel like, it's been around for a couple years now. They're most likely going to. So I need to use it up. I was gonna I was gonna use the brand new paper that's not in stock till the end of April, but I figured you guys might get mad and be like, I don't know if I got some ink on that or if it's supposed to be like that. Oh no, this one's got marks on it too. Um, I didn't want to tease you, although I'm supposed to get my big order tomorrow, my new pre-order. So these two go together. So we're just gonna glue these. Were my ears ringing this week? I don't know. You mean my ears burning? Were you talking about me? Why do you say that? I don't know. Oh, because Heather's placing her big order tomorrow too. I was hoping they'd have like some kind of special, but I don't think so. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. And it goes so well with the Lost Lagoon paper. I have a really, really funny joke today. I was looking for one and I found one that made me laugh out loud. So you'll love it. Get your pre-order on Wednesday. Mine's coming. What does that mean? Your ears ringing? I've never heard that before. My ears were burning. Your ears are burning if somebody's talking about you, but I don't know about your ears ringing. All right, so we're gonna put a bunch of. Oops, nope, not on this. Just on the words. So this is glued down. I was thinking it was dimensionals, but it's not. It's just glue. So that's gonna kind of go like right in the middle of those two pieces. And this easy card. We're almost done. I should have done like 10. This would have been a good 10 and 20 or 10 and 30 minutes. And I already pre-did my bows too, because I was thinking this would take longer, but it doesn't. Once your paper's cut and everything, these go together really fast. Okay. Oh, my mother's joke was cute. Yeah. I know. I keep forgetting to put jokes on her thing, but we finally did some jokes the other day. So I got a few to put on there now. Okay, so just stick some dimensionals on the back of these. And remember, this is the punch that you can turn into like a whole bunch of different sizes just by making your paper narrower, or if you just stick it in, like instead of just sticking your paper in, you kind of stick it through and pull it out. I've got a couple videos that I showed you guys how to do that. But that's the best punch I think there is. I love it. You know what I wish? I wish they would make these backing pieces a different color. So then you could tell when you've pulled it off. All right, so this piece right here kind of goes like between these two, but just leave a little bit of a border. Like if these were red or blue or something, they'd be so much easier to see when you take it off. And then, because now you just kind of got to look at it from the side and see if it's shiny, or you can just feel it and see. Hey, Amy, have the paper, but haven't. You have this paper and you've never opened it, Kelly? What? This paper's been around for 2 years, and I've probably made at least 20 cards with it, 20 different at least 20 different videos probably with it. I love it. Okay, so I did the bows ahead of time with some linen thread, and I don't know, I didn't check to see if linen thread's back in yet. Anybody know if it's still back ordered? We're just gonna get a glue dot off of here, put it down. And I kind of like to ball it up a little bit because the linen thread is so skinny. You don't really want to see it. So just kind of stick it in a little ball. All right, so then we're going to put these on. Oops, I missed. Oh, and you'll never guess which gems I picked to put on this card today. My favorite ones that are sold out now. But hopefully you guys got them. If not, you can use something else, but I've got mine. So let's stick these suckers on here. So we're going to be using the Pretty Peacock ones, and I've got two big ones. These do not want to come off very well, though. One there, and one over here, and a little one right there. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I shimmered it with shimmer spray, and it's got a lot of sparkle on it. You can see it pretty well on that card. Last one. These were super quick. Okay, so there we go. And now we're going to spritz it real quick. And I got an email or a message in the messages. Oh, speaking of that, Claudia. Okay, Claudia, you won this card. You sent me an email and didn't put your address. So I sent you a message saying you forgot your address. So make sure you email me back. Oh, but anyway, I got an email asking about the shimmer spray, and somebody said there's always clogs up. So if yours is clogging up, um, it's probably one of two things. Either you're using the wrong alcohol because you need the 70%, or you put too much shimmer paint in there. So if you put too much shimmer paint, dump a little bit out and add a little bit more alcohol, and then take your sprayer off and run it through hot water to unclog it. And then the other thing is sometimes you just get a sprayer like the Stampin' Up spritzers. Those are not meant for anything but just like water alcohol. You don't want to put stuff in there because they're not meant for that. But a regular sprayer, like from Dollar Tree or Target or somewhere, should work fine. All right, so there's our cards for today. That was my original one. And there's the other one. So there you go. So this is the next card kit. So if you order starting tomorrow through April 15th, this will be the card kit that you get. And you get everything to make the cards except for the stamps. You have to have your own stamps. So, but you'll get all the paper, the gems, and the ribbon already cut for you. So there you go. Thank you guys. And don't forget to do thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that for me. That helps my channel get out there so I can keep giving you guys free videos. And I hope you love them. What happened to Shirley? Did something happen? I missed something. Shirley. I missed it. It's doing well. Oh, your husband's having a hip replacement. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I know the shimmer spray doesn't really show up well on the video, but it is really, trust me, it is really shimmery. And if you get one of these cards, I might give them one away one day, not today, but um, you would see it. So, oh, do thumbs up. We only got 52 thumbs up. All right, it's time for the joke. Let me pull that up. Okay, this is so funny. You're gonna die. Hold on, it's spinning in a circle, so I can't move it yet. Hold on. Okay. Dang it. I don't want to start it until I can move it up and down. And it's not one to cooperate. Hold on. I'm gonna have to restart my computer after this, I think, because it's just not working today. Dang it. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So I was at the store earlier with my service dog, just waiting in line like everyone else. The woman in front of me had a cart piled high with what looked like about $200 worth of toilet paper. She turned around with a bit of an attitude and asked what kind of dog I had. I told her he was my service dog. Of course, she rolled her eyes and said, I know that. What kind of service dog? Without missing a beat, I said, he's a BLD. She said, she looked confused and asked, what is a BLD? I said, a butt licking dog. And she blinked and said, butt licking dog. And I said, yeah, he's trained to help me out since I can't seem to find any toilet paper these days, because of all the hoarders. The cashier completely lost it. Oh, you know what? I missed a part. I was trying to scroll and it missed a sentence. So this is the funniest part. So after he said BLD, he says, by that point, my dog was being extremely friendly, licking her hands and trying to get her attention. Then she said, what's a BLD? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I missed the funniest part, but it's a funny joke. But he was licking her hands and he really wasn't a butt licking dog, I'm sure. But he just made that up to make her think that it was. But when I read that, I was just dying laughing. Okay. Any way to pre-shimmer spray some of your card kit pieces? Oh, spray them before I mail them? Mm-mm. No, because what happens if it's not glued down? It makes your paper kind of curl a little bit. So yeah, I don't think so. Just make some shimmer spray. It's easy to make. I just did it on not the last video, but the video before last. I showed how to make it. Email addresses. Well, here's my email address, but let me give out some cards. So, oops, I need to keep these here so I can show you next time. All right, so here's the cards for today. So we still have Claudia. I don't have your address, Claudia. You sent me an email with no address. And Dama. Is Dama on here today? I didn't see her the last few days. And Liz. You guys need to send me your address. Okay, here's my email. Let me shake them up. All right, so the first winner is, whoops, Amy Davis. Amy Davis. Next winner is Amy Davis. You can't win twice in the same day. That's funny. Joan Presslar. Joan Presslar. Getting a lot of people that just won. Need to get some more names in here. Okay, I think Valerie Fitzgerald. I don't think she's won in a while. And Courtney Otis. Okay, so those are the winners for today. So congratulations, everybody. And then everybody who just sent me a card today, I'll put your name in there. And make sure you guys send me your address. And here's also the prayer list. And um, if you want to send cards and prayers to those people, there's my email address to send me your address. And then if you want to send a card to me or my mother, there's my address. So there you go, guys. We are all done. That was quick. That was a quickie. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me tonight. And I hope you guys have a fantastic couple days until I see you again on Thursday night. So take care, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.